All right.
Luke Katurka. How many times have I said the name Katurka? Three. Okay, Luke. Okay, we had 4 10-match winners. We had 3 20-match winners. And this year, for the first time in the club history, we had 2, Coach Michael, 2 30-match winners. First time ever. This man went 30-17 this year. 30-17. He wrestled 16 tournaments, again with dual entries. Because as a rookie, you can wrestle the rookie tournament and then the open, blah, blah, blah. So you wrestled the most tournaments. You wrestled 16 tournaments, the most on the team. He also led the team with 47 matches. Jake had 46, you had 44, Alex had 40, but there's the 3 kids that had 40 matches for the first time in club history, and you got the most. Pretty nice, right? You know, your first year, 47 matches. You won 6 championships, second most on the team, 6 championships. What does that say in all caps? Say it loud and proud, baby.
State champion.
State champion. State champion. Second place in novice state. And for those, I mean, the novice state is for first and second year kids. But novice state is a darn tough tournament. There's some great wrestling. And we'll get to that a little bit more. But you had a great day. He got second place. And he got 6th place in open state. He medaled in all 3 state tournaments in his first season. Give me some. Boom. That is awesome. And where is it? 21 wins. I was going to say 11. 21 wins out of 30 wins. So the first note I wrote down for you and your dad, I know your dad will agree with this. You have awful, terrible, lazy practice habits. I'm going to be honest with you, man. And what does this say? It is a crime against your ability. It's a crime to practice so lazy. You are probably the best natural athlete on the team. You have great strength, you have great speed, you've got quick feet, you've got great balance, and you practice lazy. It's a crime to your ability. Practice harder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. That's why you're not saying it. Quit complaining, like I told Iggy. You and Iggy in practice complain a little bit. Oh, Beasley hurt me. Jake did this. Shut up and work. Okay? And I mean that out of love. Shut up and work. You're very enthusiastic about wrestling. Your parents told me last year you didn't want to wrestle. Zach and Jake did, but you didn't want to. But you came out this year and you love it. You know, don't waste that enthusiasm. Practice harder. Stay enthusiastic. You're an awesome athlete. You're a bulldog on the mat. And I know I told you the guys in practice. I used you as an example. He's the best hand fighter on the team. That's how we wrestle, right? That's the Byron Nelson style. We get in there, hand fight, punish, club the head, whatever. He's the best at it. He's just nasty. He's fun to watch in his first year. And then what do I remember about you? Just like Harrison, you won your first match, in your first match ever, at the Warrior Classic. And your dad and I are coaching you, and even your dad, I remember, you pinned the kid, and your dad's like, wow, okay. He won a match. We weren't sure what to expect, but I remember you winning your very first match. It was great. I remember you getting 4th place in the open division at Houston National. You won 2 tournaments that day. And I emailed your parents, you don't know this, but I emailed your parents. I'm like, hey, I saw Luke's rookie bracket. He's only got 4 kids. It's all kids that he destroys. Let's do him in the open bracket too. He needs a competition. And this is when he's at practice going, I don't want to do, coach. He remembers, I don't want to go open. And he did. He went 2 and 2 and he got 4th place. You had a great weekend down in Houston. And then another thing I remember, and how can I not? First of all, we'll back up a second. We'll do this one first. At Novice State, you beat Max Soto in the first match, 4-0 or something like that. Then in the semifinals, you wrestled a kid named Austin Cooley from Weddingford. Kid in the blue singlet. Remember that? The first time he beat you. And we're wrestling Austin Cooley. It's 2-2 in the 3rd period. And this kid, I think he reverses Luke, reverses him to his back, and the ref starts counting. But the action goes out of bounds, but the ref counted, so he got 2 back points. So he got the reversal, 2 back points, goes from 2-2. You're now down 6-2. And Troy, your dad and I know that you're a little bit like Zach. If you're wrestling and you're losing, it could be curtains. Luke's he's gonna give up. And I don't know if you remember, but I stood up. Your mom probably has it on film on your mat. But when that kid put you on your back, you're down 6-2. You go out of bounds. The ref blows whistle. I stood up at the top of my lungs. You better not quit. I mean, I will kick you to the curb. Don't quit. And he didn't. We go back to wrestle. Jake's on bottom now. He's down 6-2, and we're going for a scramble. Jake's trying to get out.
Luke,
I'm sorry. Luke's trying to get out, and they're on their feet trying to get the escape, and the kid's trying to keep you, and he goes at your legs. And you know what I'm talking about. He goes at your legs, and this is why you're such a great athlete, where you're like, you know you're going backwards, but you're going to like try to hip heist and throw the guy. You don't know what you're doing. It's just natural, and I can't coach that. I mean, that's great. I don't know what I'm doing. What's this called? Is this even a move? Well, yeah, it is. So Luke throws the guy in the scramble. The guy goes down, and he hurts his head, but Luke got the reversal, and the ref started to count out backwards. It was awesome. But then the kid taps out. Okay, he got hurt. Remember that? He tapped out. Your dad was freaking out. I thought you were going to get caught out. They were going to call the cops on you. Yeah. But the kid tapped out, which you're allowed to do. And usually when a kid taps out from the bottom, you get 4 back points out of that. But only if the ref has counted to 5. And I didn't know that because the ref was like, 2 reversal, 2 back points. It's now 6-6. I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. Kid tapped out. Where's my 4 back points? And he told me the rule. I didn't count to 5 yet. And now it's 6-6, and it's in the 3rd period, and the match is almost over. And I'm pumped. I mean, your dad and I are just going nuts. This is the semifinals at Navi State, man. We're trying to get to the finals. And you're on top now, and I'm going, don't quit. You go after this kid. And I told you, he's scared, because he was crying. He took 2 minutes of injury time. He didn't want to continue. And I'm yelling at you. You guys know that Coach Rudy's loud. He's scared. You got to go after him now. And you didn't know this, but his coach was his dad. And I'm saying that. And his dad's, yelling at me from across the mat going like this. Quit saying he's scared, man. Cut that out. And that's what he said. I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry. If he's scared, he's scared. And I'm going to tell Luke that, and Luke's going to go after it. And Luke put him on his back and stuck the kid, got the pin. We're in the semifinals, man. That was an awesome match. Yeah. My description does it no justice. It was awesome. Then the other thing I remember, the other 2 matches, is your 2 matches with Caleb Jewett. Remember Caleb from Team Extreme? And this was at the same tournament, Navi State. The day before you wrestled in, Navi State was in Austin, so you wrestled Heart of Texas, Nationals, Open Division. You wrestled Caleb Jewett in the first round. It's like 2-2 at the end of the match. We go overtime, no takedowns, it's still 2-2. We go into double overtime, and this kid's good. Let's be honest, the kid's a good wrestler, right? But you're in double overtime, and you're on bottom, and you had enough, and you gave up on yourself, and he pinned you in double overtime. You gave up on yourself, but it was a great match up until that double overtime. He had to wrestle this kid the next day in the state finals, the same kid. And I'm thinking, Troy and I are talking about it. He lost to this kid yesterday. He's going to go out there and lay down and take the silver medal and be happy with it. Man, it wasn't even close to that. You went at this guy. You guys had a match for the ages. It was awesome. It was like Hercules versus the Kraken or something like that. Or Perseus versus the Kraken. Sorry. And you lost. We're losing 3-2 in the 3rd period. Jake gets a reversal. We're up 4-3. Clock's ticking down like 30 seconds left. 4-3. Luke, sorry. Ticking down. State championship. Kid reverses us at the very end. Oh, man, we lost 5-4. 5-4. But the kid's a good wrestler. You wrestled your heart out. It was an awesome match. I was very proud of you. You had a great day at Navi State. So I remember that. Like I said to Jake, I could go on forever about all your highlights. You did awesome. Second, Alex was first. Second 30-match winner in history, 30-17. 16 tournaments, most on the team. 6 championships, second most on the team. State champion rookie, 2nd place Navi State. 6th place Open State, 21 pins. Luke Kachuk.